Hello, everyone. I am coming from a different location this time. My family and I decided to go on a little road trip to Pensacola Beach. And of course, I wanted to do a little bit of yoga, a little stretching on the beach. So grab a mat and let's get started. We're going to start by bringing those hands up and over, then swan diving down to the mat. We'll do this two more times. Again, hands up and over, exhaling as you come down to forward fold. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale up and over, and then bring those hands down to the mat, exhaling, holding for a breath here before walking out into that downward dog. While in this downward dog, option to pedal out those legs, stretching the hamstrings and the calves, and also just waking up that lower body, getting ready for this beautiful yoga beach flow. Then we're going to walk those feet to meet our hands. We're going to come to a halfway lift, exhaling to meet the mat. Again, inhaling to that halfway lift. And then, of course, we will exhale, meeting the mat again. And let's do that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. And then we will come down to that mat again. Then we're going to step back with our left foot, just getting a nice stretch along that right hip flexor, that right thigh. Then we're going to cartwheel those arms up, coming into a warrior two, holding here for just a breath. Option to bring that right arm down onto that right thigh. And then we will spiral that left leg back down and spiral that right foot on out, coming to a lizard pose. Option to also bring that left leg down behind you and push out on that right leg, just getting a deeper stretch. You always have the option to bring those elbows down to the ground as well for a deeper stretch. But let's go ahead, bring that left foot forward, come into that forward fold. We're going to do the same on the other side. Let's come to a halfway lift. Exhale, bringing that right leg behind you. Again, spiraling, cartwheeling those arms up, warrior two. And then again, option to bring that arm, that forearm to that top thigh. And then, of course, we will spiral back down, coming to that lizard pose. Again, option to drop that right leg and come on down to those forearms. Coming out of that lizard pose, we're going to make that right leg meet the left leg, exhaling as we try to go a little bit deeper in that forward fold, then bringing those hands up and over, exhaling as you find those hands back to the mat. We're going to step both legs back, coming into that chaturanga, and then bringing it to an upward dog, getting that stretch right along the front of the hips. And then we are going to do a standing split 3-leg dog. Let's go ahead, bring that right leg up, bring it in and over to come into a pigeon pose. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Option to come to those forearms if you are looking for a little bit more of a stretch along that left groin area. And then we're going to inhale as we bring it up. We're going to swing that back leg to meet the right leg, actually kind of stacking it on top of each other and breathing as we allow those knees to just fall away from each other. If you are looking for a little bit more of a challenge option to walk those hands a little bit further in front of you, again, breathing here as you get deeper into those hips. Then we are going to unravel those legs, swing it back, pushing ourselves back into that downward dog. Of course, we must do the same on the other side. So let's go ahead, kick that left leg up, and then we will tuck it in and over, coming to that pigeon pose. And again, breathing while you're up here. Our option to take that challenge by bringing those forearms to the ground. Bringing yourself up, we're going to stack those legs again. If you did it on the other side, certainly do it on this side to even out that body. And again, breathing as you allow that knee to fall away. Option to walk those hands forward again if you're looking for a little bit more of a challenge. Coming on up and out of that pose, bringing yourself back into that downward dog. Just going to feel how our legs have loosened up possibly since the beginning of this stretch. Then we're just going to come to a wide-legged forward fold, bringing our nose to our knee on our right side to begin, and exhaling as you do so. Then we will walk our hands over to the opposite leg, left leg now, bringing that nose to knee again, exhaling as you try to pull yourself deeper. Then we are going to find ourselves in the center, and we're going to try to just come to a forward fold, grasping both elbows and possibly bending the knees if that's too deep of a stretch. And if you are looking for a little movement, you can certainly move that body from side to side. Option to also bring the hands between the legs if you're looking for a deeper stretch that way. And then we're just going to find our way to tabletop, pushing back into a child's pose. We're going to finish here just exhaling, inhaling deeply, thanking yourself for this practice and possibly taking in the scenery as well. Coming out of that child's pose and coming into the center of your mat, bringing those hands up and over, just gathering that energy you got from that stretch. Again, up and over, maybe wiping off that sand. And one more time here, up and over. And we will finish our practice here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the scenery. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. All right, guys, that was our beach morning flow stretch, yogic stretch, if you will. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It feels so good out here. The water is so peaceful. It was a beautiful stretch. Again, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course, I will be bringing you guys another video next week. Have a great time. Until then, bye.